I just wanted to say that I wasn't going to make this video today because every couple of months I plan on talking about JustAminx. But I never do because no matter how many controversies she gets into, they always seem to blow over. But this time, I really think this situation isn't going to blow over. JustAminx was once a rising star in the world of streaming. She used to captivate audiences with her wit, her dry humor, her Irish charisma. She quickly gained a massive following with over 700,000 subscribers on YouTube, 2 million on Twitch, with thousands of viewers tuning into her streams every day. I don't know if you're really familiar with JustAminx, but things really aren't as they seem because she's embroidered in controversy after controversy. February, banned on Twitch for using a derogatory slur. September, she's called out for peer pressuring another streamer at a party causing trauma. August, she gets signed with a gaming organization. 3 months later, she gets kicked out of that organization because of another scandal of blackmailing another streamer. She's obviously a troubled individual, and even her loyal fans have been turning on her recently. But what I wanted to talk about today is something that happened during the Streamer Awards that really put everyone over the edge with JustAminx.
This is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything.
She's already someone who's in pain. And if you want to tell her like, hey, I'm not going to be in your life anymore until you get better, that's a good thing. You should do that. You should tell an addict like, hey, I'm not going to be in your life anymore until you get better. That's a good thing. That's you establishing boundaries. Now, you as a viewer going on and telling her and attacking her and like commenting on things online, like that does not help anyone.
If you're not into Twitch or the streaming community, you probably don't know who JustAminx is, so let me do a quick little backstory. Rebecca, aka JustAminx, is an Irish YouTuber and Twitch streamer. She does a lot of variety games, streams just chatting with her friends, does collaborations with other well-known Twitch streamers. She gained her following when she was on the Twitch dating show called Lover Host.
Our wonderful, if you want to call her a bachelorette, her name is Minx.
Hi, I'm Minx. I'm 23. Started out on Twitch because I was lonely. So then Lover Host came about. And that's when, you know, people started coming over to my channel and they were like, okay, let's follow this Irish girl. And that's when, you know, it all really started blowing up for me.
It's popular. She was doing well on Twitch. And then let's skip ahead to April of last year. She started boxing. She ends up winning her boxing match and she enjoys it so much that she decides to do it again in a multi-fight deal with Happy Punch. After that is all the controversies that I talked about earlier. And then recently she just got banned on Twitch. This time it was because she was drunk on stream.
I literally can't think. Me fucking whiskey. If I'm live tomorrow, maybe they forgot about me ban. If I'm not live tomorrow, they have banned me.
And this brings us to what happened at the Streamer Awards. So the Streamer Awards was just recently. It's basically like the Oscars for Twitch and YouTube streamers. Ludwig's girlfriend, QT Cinderella, does it every year. This is the second year that it's been going on.
It's the second annual Streamer Awards, and this year's show, we've made some changes.
And this year it was hosted by Valkyrie and QT Cinderella. JustAminx originally wasn't invited to the Streamer Awards, and this is why.
She reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago and brings up Streamer Awards, and I have a moment where I think, you know what, this is again a person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm gonna give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything. And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober. You need to promise me this. Like, promise me. And she was like, I promise I'll do anything. I was like, great. And like, I was like, genuinely, like, I will show you the messages multiple times, me just saying, I'm not kidding, promise me. And I promise. I said, completely sober, I promise. Like, she promised me over and over again. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She is getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool.
She goes over the events that happened after the Streamer Awards and at the after party that she was hosting, and how she was causing a ruckus and got kicked out.
Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. You know, dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, then
tactical.
Yeah, tactical. Some other stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. Now, her friend that is with her is very concerned. Obviously, now I'm getting concerned because this is someone's safety. And you know, we're trying to figure out, does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time I get called out there, they're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene. And I'm saying, you know, I make sure she's okay, but also like, I don't know what's going on. Her friend, unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then in this residential neighborhood, a fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate this thing that we all just did together is closed down.
XQC even talks about how drunk JustAminx was getting.
I was across, and then she kept drinking, yeah? And then after that, what happened is that, you know, she just drank too much. She just drank too much. That's it. And then some stuff was getting broken or something like that, and the party was kind of like getting crazy, I guess.
Seems like Minx is trending because now she's saying she had a seizure instead of being drunk. That was 100% the worst seizure I've had since I was 15. I am struggling regaining memory from even yesterday. Not that she was drunk, that she had a seizure. Minx always talks about her mental health situation and how she had epilepsy. People aren't believing the statement that she made. Local woman decides she has epilepsy instead of taking responsibility for ruining an entire party. And she replies, "Sir, I've had epilepsy since I was 9. Then QT Cinderella got involved. She says, "Oh, go F yourself. You were drunk before the after party. I almost had you thrown out of the show because you were yelling and making everyone uncomfortable. Completely. Tried everything with you, rehab, everything. I hope this is your rock bottom, get help." She shows the DMs between her and Minx, how Minx was asking if she can come. "You can come sit on the floor if you promise me you won't drink." And I mean promise. Minx says pinky swear. Nothing, completely sober.
Afterwards, I told her she could come as long as she didn't drink. I said, hey, like, you have to promise me you'll be sober. She said, I promise. Thank you so much. Thank you. I promise. And we get to the after party, and nearly minutes after walking in, I'm being told that she has to go, that she's getting kicked out. She refused to leave. And then I guess like in that refusal kind of like decided to go drop down so that it's harder for security, like no longer walking with security instead of being dead weight, but while becoming dead weight, like hit her head and then like was just
she was just inebriated.
She was
extremely drunk to the point where they were concerned, her friends were concerned enough about her to call the ambulance, which then led to
the entire party getting shut down.
Because the party ended early, QT Cinderella says that she lost $50,000. This led to the entire party getting shut down and me losing $50,000 due to a contract with the venue they'd booked for the party. Minx then says, "For the people commenting that I'm making up my epilepsy for an excuse, I can guarantee that I had a seizure when I was pushed over. I slept all day yesterday when I got home from the hospital. It's obviously not an excuse for ruining the party, but I'm not lying about my epilepsy." And QT Cinderella replies and says, "Minx, you did not have a seizure. I was there the entire time. Also, no one pushed you. You're just lying. This picture is from you getting liquids at the ER." As of right now, there hasn't been any replies from anybody else other than the statements that QT Cinderella gave on Hassan's podcast.
The disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better and then ruined my night after everything that I have done for everybody and what I've done for them specifically was very sad. This is the behind the scenes on why a bunch of people today are like quote retweeting that I've unfollowed her on Twitter. This sounds dramatic, but I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything.
Posted March 15th. Looks like JustAminx has left America and is going back to Ireland. But leave me a comment down below. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. I have a video that's already ready for next week. I was going to post it today, but I thought this was a little more time sensitive, so hopefully you enjoyed the switch up. Follow my vlog channel over on Asher Plus because I'm posting shorts on there on a weekly basis, and I'll see you guys soon.